So what would happen if you drank beetroot juice every day for 21 days? Would it boost your energy? Would it be good for your gut health? Is it safe? That's exactly what I'm going to test out in this latest episode of Khalil Does Random Food and Nutrition Experiments on Himself for Fun. Okay, I'm working on the title, so just bear with me. Now, for the record, I do love beetroot as well as beetroot juice. However, I've never consumed it for this many days consecutively. I'm gonna start off drinking about 8 ounces in the morning time and then probably move up from there over the days depending on how I feel. And I'm not gonna be taking any blood samples or monitoring anything with any types of equipment. This is just gonna be a simple anecdotal observation over the time period. So follow along with me and make sure you stick around until the end because I'm gonna give a full recap of everything that I experienced over these 21 days, as well as whether or not drinking beetroot juice for this many days consecutively is something that I would recommend. But for now, let's go ahead and make our first batch. So right here I have my supplies that I'm about to prep. We got our beets right here. Let's get to it. Now what I'm planning to do is mix up the beetroot juice recipes that I make from time to time, and then I'm also going to have a beet smoothie on some days instead of beetroot juice. I'm doing all of that just so that I don't get tired of having the same thing day after day, if you know what I mean. All right, y'all, it is day 5. Just made it to work and I have been drinking my beetroot juice. Past few days have been good. It's been kind of a nice way to kickstart my mornings. So I plan to keep with this rhythm and I will keep you all posted. All right, y'all, it's day 8. Already completed 1 week. And for the past couple days, I've decided to use some of the leftover pulp that I have from the first 2 batches to make some beet smoothies. So I just took the frozen pulp and added it into the blender, added some water as well as a banana and blended it up. Again, just a reminder that even if you're making juice, that you don't have to throw away the pulp. There's still a lot of good nutrients in the pulp, so you can just freeze it and use it for later, as I'm doing right now. All right, about to go on a run now. Gonna see if I feel any effects from the beet smoothie that I had earlier. So gonna get my workout in. All right, so today we're gonna make our signature golden beetroot juice recipe. We like to call this liquid gold because it has these golden beetroots. And then we add some frozen mango, some baobab powder, also adding some lemon juice and this liquid echinacea extract. And then we're adding some oranges and some ginger. So let's get to it. It's day 12, and a few days ago I decided to switch things up a bit and make some golden beet juice. So that's what I have been drinking these past few days. And as you can see, my wife video bombing. And the thing about golden beet juice is that it actually has the same benefits and the nutrients as your typical red beet juice. So you still get the nitrates, nothing really changes except the taste. You don't really get the same earthy taste in this. So it's in the mid 90s today, so we are about to hit up the pool. All right, day 14, time to make a new batch. So today decided to go back to our red beets. Also gonna add some carrots, got a ginger, green apple, pineapple, coconut water. Gonna add some turmeric in here as well. Some point. All right, y'all, so it is day 16 and I've still been feeling good. No adverse side effects or anything like that. Now I have started to increase the amount of juice that I'm drinking from about 8 ounces to about 12 to 14 ounces a day. So I'm still starting off the mornings with about 8 ounces, and then I'm drinking another 4 to 6 ounces later in the afternoon for a little afternoon beet kick. So it is day 20. So quick update, for the past couple days when I had the beet juice, I honestly felt a little bit nauseous afterwards for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. I'm wondering if it's due to the turmeric that I put into this most recent batch. Maybe I added a little bit more than I thought. I'm not sure, but my guess is that it's the turmeric, not so much the beetroot itself. So what I've decided to do for today is just to reduce the amount that I'm drinking to about 4 ounces. So hopefully that makes a difference, and then I'll see how I feel. But just one more day to go. Okay, so full transparency, I have not had any more beetroot juice since the 4 ounces that I had this morning, but I am having this roasted root veggie nourish bowl that includes roasted beets as well as the beet greens. It's also got some roasted carrots, quinoa, and seasoned white kidney beans. So just to let y'all know that I'm still getting it in. I'm not fully slacking off of consuming beets in some form. Admittedly, I'm starting to get some beet juice fatigue. But anyway, now it's time for us to enjoy this meal and watch Secret Invasion. All right, y'all, let's talk about what I just experienced over these last 21 days. First, I'm gonna start off with the positives. Now, something that happened after about 7 days or so was that I noticed I started to become a little bit more regular, which, you know, being more regular is a good thing. And one of the things that I was interested in seeing was how this would impact my gut health and digestion. Now, there is research evidence that shows consuming beetroot does have positive impacts on markers of gut health. Yet one thing that I would say is that you probably would benefit from this the most by consuming the whole beetroot and not just the juice. So whether you roast some beets and eat them or use the leftover pulp from the juice to make a beet smoothie, that will help you a little bit more to get all of the benefits from the beet, especially the ones for gut health. Now, the second thing I want to acknowledge is that on the days that I drank beetroot juice prior to working out, I felt really good. I felt like I got a little bit more out of my workouts. I even think that on one of the days that I ran farther than I typically run. Now, there's no real way for me to prove that how well I did was because of the beetroot juice alone, because there are many factors that can impact exercise and athletic performance. However, we do know that the nitrates in beetroot have what's called a vasodilatory effect, meaning that they expand the blood vessels, which allows blood to flow through the body more easily, which can very well impact exercise and athletic performance, as we've seen in so many research studies that have been done. So if you're looking for something to give you a natural boost in your workouts or in your athletic performance, drinking beetroot juice is definitely worth it. All right, now for the negatives. So first and foremost, if you remember that last batch of beetroot juice that I made, for some reason was not sitting well with me. It was making me nauseous, and I even felt nauseous even just from drinking about 4 ounces or so. It honestly shocked me a little bit because I don't really get nauseous like that, and then secondly, I pretty much made almost the same exact recipe that I did in the days prior, and it didn't bother me. So I don't know if it was due to the turmeric that I put in the juice. Maybe the turmeric started to go bad, or maybe I put more turmeric in the juice than what I thought I was putting into it. All I know was that I just honestly could not finish that batch, and honestly that was why you saw me eating beets for those last few days as part of my meal, just so that I was getting beets from somewhere. But yeah, yo no sé. And I would also say that I did notice myself getting a little beetroot juice fatigue just from drinking it every day, even though I tried to switch up the recipes. But as it is with many other things, if you consume it day after day after day, you might get tired of it. I mean, I'm one of those people who needs a little bit of variety. Now, for perhaps the most important question, is this something that I would recommend? Would this be okay for you to even try at home yourself? Well, let me just say that I do think that it's possible under a couple of conditions. The first is, if you've never really drank beetroot juice, I recommend that you start off with a small amount, 4 to 6 ounces or 4 to 8 ounces, somewhere in that ballpark, and then gradually increase to help ensure that your body is adjusting to it. Secondly, also make sure that you don't consume too much beetroot juice in a day, because it is possible to do that. I would say somewhere around the 12-ounce range is reasonable. And then third is to make sure that you're doing what's needed to give yourself that variety. Switch it up with some of the beetroot juice recipes that you make, just to help mix things up a little bit. Now, I honestly wouldn't highly recommend that someone drink beetroot juice every single day, because what I feel would be even better is if you try to increase the diversity in terms of how you're consuming beets. Maybe drink beetroot juice here and there, but then also try to consume beets in whole food form, and also mixing up your juice options just with other types of juices so that you're not missing out on any other great nutrients out there. When it comes to nutrition, diversity is key in order to reap the most benefits from the foods that you're eating. Now, if you're someone who does drink beetroot juice every day, or if you've had beetroot juice for this many consecutive days, then let me know in the comments below. Do you feel like it helps you, or have you noticed any negative side effects? And if you're looking for a solid beetroot recipe, then I recommend you check out this roasted root veggie salad that actually has roasted beetroot, carrots, and radishes. So click on this video that you see here in the top right to check that out, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.